guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you guys can kind of tell, my lighting's different. I am currently surrounded in boxes now. Last week I had this big crib in the room, which I still have, but now I have boxes all around because we are moving next week. So I don't have room. I was like, I need to film and I don't have room. So I'm here though today to talk about this past week's episode of The Bachelor. Goodbye, Krystal. Anyone else so excited she's gone? And to think that in my first recap, I thought she was going to be in my top 5. I am clearly a terrible judge of character. All right, let's get started. Okay, so the first one-on-one date is with Lauren B. I kind of liked her from last week because I liked her little idea of that 21 questions. But to be honest with you, she bores me to death. I understand that she had trust issues and she just was really quiet, but like it was like pulling teeth to try and get her to respond with something other than like wow or nice. So you're in Paris, you should just be in awe, and maybe that made you speechless, but really, she's just too boring for me. I feel like Arie's too boring. Those two together would make the world's most boring couple. If I had to go on a dinner date with those two, I'd probably be asleep in my lap. She finally opened up and said that she had some trust issues and that's why she's really guarded, and he ends up giving her the rose. I feel like he had to give her the rose because she is kind of like a girl version of him. They both have nothing to talk about. They're both just monotone and like kind of blah. So fast forward to the group date, the girls get to go to Moulin Rouge with Arie and they get to learn a dance, or they get to just get dressed up in those costumes, which looked like a crazy fun date. Jenna, my girl, was so excited to be there. I feel like she was probably the most excited other than like, I don't know, phony Becca with the short hair. Wait, speaking of Becca, did you guys see that there was this big story about her and she was on the missing persons list? I don't know, I've read multiple stories, but what I think I read from her Instagram account or something like that was she said, don't forget to call your mom back or something like that. So somewhat saying that she stopped calling her mom and then all of a sudden showed up on The Bachelor. Very, very weird. Let me just say that. She's just not one of my favorites. So back to the group date. Whoever ends up getting the rose ends up getting to dance with Arie in front of a live audience. Like they're doing the show. They're doing the Moulin Rouge show. I was really hoping, I wanted Jenna to win. Obviously I wanted Tia to win. Tia, I think, was a little bit insecure in it. Jenna was just like feeling it though. I wanted Cien to get it. I wanted honestly anyone to get the rose other than Becca. And what do you know? Becca gets the rose. The one thing I really noticed within this season is that when Arie kisses, I know Arie had that little nickname, the kissing bandit, but when Arie kisses girls, it literally looks like he's going to swallow them. He's like a snake, when snakes like actually just like swallow a giant animal, and like you wouldn't believe that they could do that, but they do. I feel like that's what Arie's like. I did hear on a radio station that every single time Arie goes in for a kiss, he touches the girl's hair or like face or anything around here, and then I swear to you, it's like he's gonna do that. He's gonna kiss them and he's gonna just like swallow them whole. I don't know, I can't get on the Arie train. It's time for a 2-on-1 date, which, you guys all know those are really fun and exciting. We all knew that Krystal was definitely going to be on the 2-on-1 date, and then along with her was Kendall. I feel like during this 2-on-1 date, if you liked Krystal before, you absolutely 100% hated her after. You really saw the true Krystal. She pulled Arie aside and like tried to apologize for, what she did on the group date. And okay, that's all great and all, but then immediately from that, like after he was like, okay, let's move forward, she then starts bad-mouthing Kendall. You're on a date, like you guys should be talking about each other and like your lives and your future, like not about the other girl that's on the date. I just feel like throwing a girl under the bus is a guaranteed goodbye. You don't get ahead by throwing another girl under the bus. You only have a certain amount of time with him. Like, why would you want to talk about someone else? Talk about yourself. Arie then goes to meet up with Kendall. He just flat out tells her like, hey, Krystal is saying this. Krystal's saying that you're not ready to commit and be married and all this stuff. And I mean, she's gotta be defensive. First of all, Kendall doesn't even like Krystal, along with the entire group of girls. But here now she finds out that Krystal's spending her quality time trying to sabotage Kendall's relationship with Arie, I would be so pissed. The sad thing is when it gets back to the two of them, Krystal and Kendall, Kendall really tries to have a heart-to-heart with Krystal and confront her and be like, you know, I feel sad for you. Like, I've seen this before. I mean, she really tries, and Krystal's just not having it. Krystal's like stone cold, heartless. You guys know what I'm feeling. There's nothing nice about Krystal. Like, she's a mean girl. She doesn't deserve Arie, and I don't even like Arie. Arie feels like he needs more time with the girls because of obviously the new information that's come to him about Kendall. Later on, they go to dinner, and thank God, Arie gets rid of Krystal. I was waiting for that moment. I think the entire world was waiting for that moment. I think if he would have picked Krystal, I would have like jumped through my TV and lost my mind. Krystal has a meltdown. I mean, she should. I think she should really reevaluate her life and her like just choices and the way she talks and everything. I cannot wait though to see that girl on the Women Tell All. How about you guys? The last one-on-one date is with Jacqueline, who I barely even know anything about the girl. Super disappointed it wasn't with Jenna. It's not that I don't like Jacqueline, but like, she had no airtime either. Jacqueline and Jenna have had like 0 airtime. I feel like ABC picks their favorites and it's totally clear who they are. So they also kind of go on this shopping date. Arie buys her, I think, a dress or something like that, and they're walking around town. Arie admits that when he first met Jacqueline and got to know her, he felt like Jacqueline was way too intelligent for him. I think she's going into medical school or trying to go into medical school, something like that. And he didn't want to like be the reason why she didn't go, or he didn't want to be like in the way of her future, which, let's be honest, you kind of would be unless you're just gonna go along with her. She gets really emotional because I think she really is interested in Arie, but she feels like him saying this is him saying like, you know, I'm gonna be in the way of your future and that's it, bye. But he still gives her a rose. I think he'll give her some time. I think they'll bond a little bit more, but she's not gonna win Arie's heart. Like, that girl, you know what? You should just run and go do your own thing and go to medical school and be successful, and you'll find someone else, because is Arie really like the full package? So come time to the rose ceremony, I just knew it, you guys. I knew it. So not only did Chelsea go home, which I didn't hate Chelsea after her last one-on-one date, but Jenna didn't even get the opportunity to have a one-on-one date. My girlfriends and I were texting and we're like, oh, that sucks so bad. She would have been so fun to watch. I just think she was so entertaining. But yes, Jenna and Chelsea both went home. At least they got to go to Paris. So that is it for this week's recap. I hope you guys really liked this, and let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions about Chelsea going home and Jenna going home. Let me know who you guys really like this season. If you guys are thrilled that Krystal is gone. If you guys cannot wait to see Krystal on Women Tell All. I want to know your guys' top girls. I'd say my top girls now really are just Cien and Tia. And I really feel like Tia is going to be the one that wins Arie's heart. Those are just my predictions. I don't know anything. Do not comment any spoiler alerts or you will be deleted and blocked like that. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. And just to let you guys know, I probably won't be here next week for next week's recap, only because we will be moving. This is the last time you guys will see this background. So I really want to get stuff set up next week so that I can film the following week, and then obviously end The Bachelor with you guys. So if you guys are not subscribed, subscribe to my channel. I post videos every single week, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.